Foundation server. It really is a tool that's built around bringing people together, no matter their role, to have a common view of what's happening on a project in the way that makes the most sense to them. The idea here is that the team of people that are working, no matter their role, can really focus on delivering a great solution that meets the business needs. The idea of complete traceability and rich business intelligence is something that Integrate has always been a big focus on Integrate, and we're really excited that they're bringing an additional capability to the table to feed the analytics and the story that you get out of starting to use rich tools and integrating scenarios. And because of the way Integrate integrates into the tooling story, they get to take advantage of a lot of value that the platform itself and the plumbing itself gives you, whether it's document collaboration, document generation, and SharePoint, to the rich business intelligence and reporting that we see out the other side. The biggest push, though, that we have in this release, and the biggest focus that we have in this release, is around application quality. The U.S. Department of Commerce, and in particular, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, in 2002 put out a study that was really shocking to a lot of us in IT that said software errors or defects in produced software, not in development but in products, cost the U.S. economy over $59 billion annually, 40% of that being absorbed by development and 60% of that cost being absorbed by end users. And this is software that people have produced that they think meets the business requirements and is of a high quality. And what does that mean? Well, that really means that despite how we've been doing things in the past, we're still not fixing the end problem. It's not a technology issue, and in a lot of cases, it's not just purely a tools issue. It mostly has to do with process and gathering the right intelligence up front. We're using the right intelligence. In our particular case, we've made a conscious effort to infuse quality and quality tooling throughout the product suite, including the ability to support quality assurance users and the ability to do functional regression testing, validation, in a standalone experience that is very much focused on the quality assurance job rather than the technician's job in Visual Studio. The big exciting part of Integrate in this release is its direct integration into generating test cases that can be immediately executed upon in the test manager, which allows us to build not just traceability between requirements and some test cases that are modeled up, but actually have those auto-generated directly from the integrated body of knowledge that you build up in Integrate. And that's really exciting because it reduces the effort that a quality assurance user has in trying to figure out if they're building the right test cases and executing the right things. The reporting and the dashboards that we provide in Team System through Team Foundation Server gets super augmented by the data and capabilities of these two products together. And I'm just kind of showing you a few of the ways that we raise business intelligence through automatic integration of the client tooling with the server and just doing people's day-to-day job. This screenshot shows a few core reporting surfaces that we raise up and certainly augment the integrate capabilities by them feeding the data warehouse and us exporting the reporting up there. I'm showing, of course, the SharePoint dashboards and the functionality provided by SharePoint, not just for document authoring, but also for raising and exposing the reports in a consumable way for the people that need to see the right information. And certainly having rich web parts to drill into that analysis warehouse in a guided way. Excel-based reporting is something that we focused heavily on. Business intelligence is often consumed by users of Excel who need to slice and dice data in different ways. And really the ability to get a guided view of that has been extremely important to our own development of Visual Studio 2010, but it's going to be equally important to customers as I talk to them in the industry. I know a lot of customers in the past have spent a lot of time taking the reports that we've produced in past versions of Team Foundation Server and completely customizing those. And with the additional data that's being thrown into the cube and the ability to have guidance on how to actually drill into this information ad hoc, I'm really excited about the power and the ability to take that information that's been gathered and really impact the change that you can make as an organization to continue to reduce costs. course, the reports and dashboards are available through the web as well to really provide a good reflection on what you're doing, what you've done, and allow you to steer the ship intelligently as you're managing a project and delivering on it. The real view of Team Foundation Server is what I like to call the done sweet spot. This is, there's lots of tools and technologies that you can apply to a scenario to try and get your job done. We really focus on getting the whole cycle of tools and technologies working together to actually produce the end result in an integrated fashion. And this was a long road to get here. There were pieces that have been missing for a long time. We've been working on it for 5 years. And we've had great partners helping with this solution as well. And I really do feel that we're getting to a point where from requirements solicitation all the way down, there's a lot of automation that's coming to bear to help organizations reduce the cost in what I call the done sweet, getting to the done sweet spot. And so this is what we've really been focusing on addressing, from using tools like source control and builds and validation and deployment and test execution and work items as a key integration point of knowledge where we gather requirements, where we file bugs, where we schedule tasks and do our work breakdown. That whole cycle is virtuous, gets better and better, and really does provide a lot of value to our end customers. So that's really the core of stuff. It's beyond the scope of today's session to go into a lot of detail on Team Foundation Server and Visual Studio and the tooling. Suffice to say, over the next couple of weeks, there'll be a lot more information out there available to our customers through various launch events and news and all of that. Myself and my sales colleagues are here today to, if you do have any questions or you want to follow up with any of that, we're here to help with that. But we're super excited about being able to integrate with a great partner and deliver even more value into that done sweet spot. So thanks very much.